Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Subnautica on the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. For FPS monitoring, I'll be using CAM. If you want to download the software, there's a link down in the description. And if you want to support me, there are Humble and Amazon affiliate links down in the description. I'll be doing 1080p, 1440p, 4K, 900p and 720p. To skip down at those sections of the video, check the description below. So this game got out of early access, so I decided to finally test it out because it was requested quite a bit back in the day when it entered early access. And I said I was going to test it once it left early access. So that's what we are doing here. So first of all, this game was made on Unity, and that usually stresses the CPU quite a bit when it's loading stuff in an open world or just an open area. And that's exactly what I ran into in this game when I'm moving just into the map, just swimming around. Sometimes you'll see some stutters, just a couple frame drops here and there. And it seems to be CPU related because the CPU usage just decides to spike. I tested the Ryzen 3 1200 and I didn't see much of a difference, which is unfortunate. So I just decided to keep this CPU to test the game because I didn't see much of a difference with a quad-core CPU. It should improve if you have higher single-threaded performance on your CPU compared to mine. But yeah, on 1080p it was possible to get pretty much 60 frames per second. On 900p and 720p as well, but at 1440p and 4K I was unable to get 60s, so I just targeted over 30 frames per second on both resolutions. In order to get the best performance, first of all I recommend turning off reflections. On 1080p that was what allowed me to get 60 frames per second. That I'll just turning off motion blur as well, because when you move the camera around, the motion blur is just there, so it affects the frame rate. It's a very small difference, but you can see like 3 to 5 FPS more. But yeah, first of all, what I recommend lowering is reflections, then motion blur, then anti-aliasing, then depth of field, then water quality, and finally bloom. And that should be pretty much a good guide in order for you to tweak the game. Unfortunately, we don't have an option to change the quality of particles and all that kind of stuff, the effects. So when fire or smoke shows up, you don't have a way of tweaking that. But that's the only bad thing I saw about the options menu. The rest seems to be fine. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. Oxygen. New blueprint acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended. Oxygen. Oxygen. You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck. The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected. Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. Oxygen. Oxygen. Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks. Oxygen. You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck. The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected. Oxygen. Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. Oxygen. New creature discovered. Orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected. Oxygen. detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck. The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.